Alright, so this is the other kit that we offer for the Simon XTi-5. You can see the part number is listed right here on the box, 80-649-3N-XT5. And then it also shows what comes in the package, which we'll find out here in just a second. So there's not much else on the box itself. It does have a caution label here for the lithium batteries that are inside. But let's go ahead and open it and see what it contains here. Alright, so when we open it up, you can see this is the starter package. So the starter package is included in the Simon XTi-5 kit here. So this is part number 80-632-3N-XT5. Let's go ahead and pull that out. Then we have a PIR sensor. So this is a motion detector. And you can see the part number 60-807-95R. So this is kind of their standard indoor pet immune motion detector. And then we got a couple boxes here, which this is a 60-362N-10-319.5. So that is a door and window sensor. We got two of those. Right here is the micro key fob, 600-1064-95R. And then finally, this is another door window sensor. So we got three door window sensors, one PIR, the micro key fob, and the starter kit. So I'm going to get rid of this big box and then we'll start looking at our littler boxes here. So we'll start with the starter kit. It's got some tape here that we'll need to get into. And looking on the outside of the box here, you can see there's some information. It shows some accessories right here. Now this isn't the full list of accessories that are compatible, just a small sampling. Talks about some of the specifications of the system. So we have support for up to 40 zones, two of which can be hardwired. 5-inch touchscreen, menu-based at-a-glance status, built-in speech support. So basically what all that means is this is a 5-inch touchscreen. This is what it looks like as far as the at-a-glance status, so you can see your different kinds of sensors and what their status is. And then it's got not only a siren, but also a speaker for voice enunciation. So let's go ahead and open this up. Alright, so inside we have a couple manuals here on top. First one is the quick operation guide. So this is what you'll use kind of as your day-to-day use of the system. Traditionally, this is kind of what would be given to end users so that they can arm, disarm, change user codes, check the system status, etc. Kind of gives you an idea how the system actually functions. the Simon XTi installation guide. Now you can see this is pretty small, but this really does have pretty much all the information you would need to get this thing set up. The nice thing about the graphic user interface for some of these all-in-one wireless systems, they're super intuitive, so you get a lot of information on the screen, which means you don't have to put as much information in the manuals. But you can read through this pretty easily and kind of figure out how you need to program the system. So this is a 18 gauge wire that goes with the power transformer here. This little white box here, see, it has a backup battery. And so this is a NIMH type battery with 2.1 amp hours and 6 volts. So that's the kind of battery you would need to have battery backup on the system. We got a telephone cable here, a couple of packets with some mounting hardware, as well as a couple resistors. So these resistors would be used if you have anything hardwired attached to it, such as a hardwired zone. And let's see, let's go ahead and open this middle compartment here. And right here we have the Simon XTi itself. This is a fairly small system, which makes it pretty flexible on the kind of places you can mount it. So we'll put that to the side for now. Show you a little bit more on that in just a second. And then let's get this power transformer out. So here's your power transformer. As you can see, it just has two. They're not labeled. That's because they're AC, so it doesn't matter, plus minus. There's not really any plus minus to it. And you can see the specifications on it. So the input voltage has to be 120 volt AC at 60 hertz, and it's going to draw 0.3 amps. And the output is 9 VAC 25 VA. So that's the power transformer you get with that. And then finally, there's one more thing in here, and that is your RJ31X. That goes with the, so that's your jack and cord set. And so this is going to be like a phone takeover module. That way you can make it so that if you don't have a dedicated line for your alarm system, you can kick everyone off. Alright, so let's put that to the side. And we'll set all this up here, because I really want to show you some things about this. So it's a pretty sleek look. It's got the nice kind of holographic thing at the bottom there. A couple ports right here. And then some terminals. You kind of get to the screws, but not really any way to put the wires in. And as you can see, there doesn't appear to really be any way to get this open, at least at first glance. But you can see this little notch here, which you can use. Doesn't take a whole lot of force. You can use a coin if you want, or just your fingers. And this is just going to pull a front plate off. So once you have that front plate off, you can see there's a couple tabs at the top there. They're pretty, you don't need to really pry at them. If you do pry at them, then you might break them. But it just drops down. And you can see there's a hinge at the bottom here. So if this is hanging on the wall, you can actually open this up without having to fully take this off, and it'll hold it for you. Of course, just by simply lifting it, will pull completely off. And then these are kind of the most important part right here. So this is your hardwired 1, your your COM here, and then your hardwired 2. So These are your two hardwired zones, or this first one can actually be a programmable output. And then this is where your 9-volt AC comes in, so you just plug your two ends. These two ends would plug in right here, screw down, and that's how you're going to get your AC. And of course you'll preferably run this cord through the wall, through the back of here, but that's not required. And then finally you have right here, this is going to be where you plug in your battery. So you can see the battery connector, and that will just plug directly onto there. And then the battery will actually sit right there. So you can see it kind of fits right there, so you'll have it oriented like that, slide it in, snap it in, plug it in. Pretty simple. Not a whole lot of wiring, especially if you're doing a fully wireless system. You're really just going to be connecting the backup battery and connecting your AC. That's it. Alright, so let's put this back together real quick. Again, it's pretty easy to open and close. Don't need any tools. And then let's look at some of these. We'll just do one of each. Don't need to open all three, and these are going to be the exact same as this. Let's start with our key fob here. So when we open that up, first thing you see is a key ring. So that's if you want to attach it to your keys. And then we'll pull that tab up, see what else we can get out here. Alright, so this is the actual key fob itself. It's pretty small, so you wouldn't have trouble fitting this. You know, it's smaller than most car key fobs, especially the new ones where you have your keyless start and things like that. So it's pretty small, not going to take up a whole lot of room in your pocket. And it's got 4 buttons on it, so arm, disarm, panic, and then you can use this to like power an output or something like that on the system. On the back it's got a sticker with the ID. And then of course it comes with a little manual, so this user manual kind of gives you some information about it, specifications, what each button is, how to change the batteries, etc. So that's your key fob. Next we have our motion detector. Alright, so this is the motion detector itself. Again, it's got the sticker on the back. Now you can tell this is actually designed to be mounted flat against the wall, or it's got the beveled edges, so you can actually mount this in a corner as well. And then at the top here you can see there's a little push tab which will allow it to open up. And from there you can see you have the spring. That's your tamper button. And then if we push these 2 tabs in, we should be able to. And the tabs, you got 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. So you have to kind of push them all down. And it's kind of tricky to get it because it's hard, you know, you don't get much purchase. Once you pull it out, you can see there's 2 batteries. Here's the lens, and there's the actual sensor itself. So that's what you get in this. Slide it back in. Tabs will snap back in. And then additionally, this comes with your installation sheet. Kind of like the And then underneath this little compartment here in the box, you get your mounting hardware. And so it's got two of the anchors for drywall, some simple screws, and that's how you'd actually mount this. So a lot of people think you need like some brackets to mount these. Most cases you're not going to need that. You're just going to mount it flat against your wall, about 8 feet up or so. And finally we have the door contact. So let's open this up. So we got a little plastic pouch here, and this comes with some screws, some anchors, and this little thing, as well as a resistor. So this little plastic piece here is actually what you'll mount to the wall. The magnet itself is going to snap onto that, so you don't see any screws. And again, it comes with a manual. It's going to give you all the specifications, tell you how to program it, etc. And here's the sensor itself. Alright, so to open this one, you're just going to take a flathead screwdriver and push down the tab right in there, so you can see that tab, and push that down. That'll allow you to open it. So then you can see the kind of battery you need. There's your tamper, and you can see it's got 2 terminals here. So these terminals are actually used for an auxiliary input, is what they call it. So if you had, for instance, 2 windows or a double hung window, and you wanted to put a contact on both top and bottom, or the 2 windows side by side, you could use one transmitter, wire a regular hard wired contact directly to here, which it does come with a resistor for that. And then basically that'll be able to save you some money, as well as, you know, hardwired sensors are usually smaller, look a little nicer, and it'll be able to save you some zones. So let's go ahead and snap that back together. So that is everything you get with the kit here. Comes with quite a bit of stuff. It's a nice starting package. You get a few zones, you know, your 3 door contacts, your motion detector, and a key fob. So that's a good starting point for a small house or small business. That could potentially be all you need, but you may need to add a little bit more to the system. Alright guys, so that's the Simon XTi-5 installed the programming side. If you leave it on what you kind of over whatever you those winners will have your time. You know that we're going. Half of these decals have to be in the U.S. Don't worry if you're single. More than a week after you posted it. That's fine.